early game that we got to see versus FPX. This is not drafting agency to be able to play the map early on. This is saying, RNG, the early game is yours. Do what you can with it. Split in the professional league. And we're in the lower bracket final. This is a huge step forward for them as players. And they are surrounded by veterancy that can set them up. Gala and Ming looking for the 2v2 because there's a TP from Xiaohu as well. Viper is taken out of the game once more. Mako will go down as well. It's 2-for-1 for RNG because in the meantime, Kraken got caught in the mid lane.
And we've seen this all series. We even saw this up against FPX and RNG's loss, that Xiaohu now is dedicating so many TPs down towards that bottom lane. I think we should be fine. Flandre almost mega, but Wei does have flash. I like you highlighted the pick coming off in the mid lane as well. We didn't get to see what happened. There were actually no flashes burnt on either side, so I'm not quite sure how they locked down Cryan, were able to kill him without Udyr having to flash stun or Cryan being able to flash away.
Yeah, I'm not sure as we're going to have a 1v1 between Flandre and Wei. Flandre dodges the axe though, and that should mean... Oh, never mind. There's a TF. Doesn't matter. Scout now comes in, looks for the revenge kill, tries to finish off Wei, but he sacrificed his life maybe for this one. Cryan gets the gold card. No, didn't lock it in time. He could have W'd, but he didn't go for it. JJ gets a Drake in the meantime, and out of nowhere, suddenly we're at 100 miles an hour, Larry.
I still think even had he locked in the gold card, he probably still would have lived because his gravity field placement was very good, not allowing Xiaohu to be able to follow up had he flashed over it, but we are going to get a replay. Actually, just the wave was bouncing back from Cryan's tower. He's, you know, pushing up, and they just run in and kill him. No flashes needed, no real damage, nothing special. Oh, is Xiaohu maybe finding something special in the mid lane?
Recall from JJ. They don't actually have vision of JJ recalling here, so he will just get away with that one. They're looking for Scout. Gold card available. Here we go. Flash for the stun. In comes Xiaohu. See ya later, Scout. Up in the top side. Very lucky for them to get away with that one. We do have a dive on the top side while a 2v2 happens on the bot lane as well. Gala looking for Viper once more. Viper does not get to play in this series. Does actually somehow get out with his life. JJ's here to answer. Gala can't answer for the kill. Viper survives.
Is losing a bunch of EXP, a bunch of gold right now. Viper and Mako should be able to pick up a plate as well. And gold is going to stay pretty even.
I'm not sure what Ming was trying to do there. I'm not sure if he was trying to last hit the Grump, but just ends up taking a few hits and then running away. First tower taken by RNG.
Because JJ is going to try and say, hey, we can't contest bot side. We're going to try and play around this Jace up top. I'm not sure if Flandre is building a wave because we haven't panned over it yet, but there could be an avenue there. Even Scout is hovering towards this side of the map.
Oh, there's definitely an avenue. Xiaohu's in trouble. He's not getting away with 10 HP this time, says JJ. The stun is there. The layered CC, the damage from Scout.
They've also made one adaptation from the previous two games where we saw them consistently trying to match RNG and even further than like posture.
Spotted everyone out, but didn't actually go for the port. What goes up towards the top lane here just to match Scout and clear those minions away. Scout's going to have TP up, I think, just before Spellbook. I don't know if the teleport would be available for him, but with a Herald here, looks like RNG are just going to answer on the opposite side and potentially trade a tier.
Again, it's something we've said many times is the fact that when you have something like a Victor, you have this like really annoying wave clear. And you yourself don't have Cryan set that one up a little bit ago. They group mid, and EDG anticipated that to happen. They group mid prematurely. Ming a bit low.
Two teams, and EDG finally start the Drake off. RNG trying to contest. Here we go. Team fight on our hands. In goes Ming with the Gravity Storm. Mako tanking a lot of damage, as is Flandre, but he's forced to the back of the pit and taken down. RNG start off strong as Cryan goes in, but it's 1-for-1. Support for top laner. The Chaos Storm. Wei will fall, and EDG finally find themselves some advantages, chasing for more as they look for Cryan, but they realize it's too far, and they settle for a Drake.
Munchables, that one started off beautifully to me. I love the way both...
Yeah, Rage Knife in the pocket of Viper, so he has a good amount of damage. This is visible. You can see the control ward in the back of the pit from RNG. They can see the health bar. They know exactly what's going on. The damage from the Jace is huge. Ming goes in and finds the opportunity. Nara against the wall, though. It's 1-for-1. Support's going down as the damage is insane. The Chaos Storm shreds RNG. In goes Flandre, and EDG finally find the fight.
You just don't run into a Victor and a Senna, Munchables. It's not going to be a good time. Scout popping off, putting down all that damage. and EDG are making this game competitive. Again, it's only a few thousand gold lead, but with the scaling difference, with the composition difference, with how Dragon and teamfight heavy this meta is, it feels more like a 5 to 10k gold difference on the side of EDG right now.
This feels absolutely massive. And again, we talked about how EDG love to control the choke points. RNG just funnel in a single file line into Gravity Storm. It felt like they thought that that was the big play to win the game. It was not. They couldn't finish the kills. And now a dive coming out from EDG. They know that they're in control of the game and they are willing to flex their muscles. Down the bottom lane, they barrel with a Baron buff. This might be an in.
And we see that RNG know that they can't contest, so they're trying to answer on the opposite side of the map. They're allowing EDG to push this one in. They're trying to get more gold on Xiaohu. Does take that one down. He is going to keep going. I think their best bet's to trade inhibitor for an inhibitor. I wonder if EDG would just...
Feels like now they're reaping the rewards of that controlled early game. They get a Drake on top of it. They got the bot lane. Azir flanks where he was just getting one shot in the fights in game number 1. Game number 2 as well. Really unable to have an impact here in game 3. It feels like he has been set up for success by the rest of his team. Him and Viper both. After the rough early game for Viper, it doesn't matter. He's on the center. They can go for this. They can look for more. Tower goes down. Flandre has to back away.
They need to group up as 5-man. They need to hope that these accelerated shock blasts hit some priority targets now that, you know, Xiaohu's been sitting on the Serral.
On crying right now in the mid lane. He's having the time of his life. Ming almost getting caught. The crash down to get him out, but is it enough here? CC chain coming through. The wallop is there. Ming doesn't get to move. The Dawning Shadow to finish it off. And they might get a bonus kill onto Wei as well. Flashes out safety, gets out with his life. Massive value out of that item now. Baron is just going to be started here by EDG, and I don't think RNG can even contest this one. It's already down to 6,000. Wei is not going to be able to get in the pit if EDG just burst this, but they're deciding to fight here. Gold card goes in. Mako just saves his teammates. Flandre turns Mega. RNG can't really commit to the fight. With Ragnarok now on cooldown, it's time for Flandre to go in. Good damage there, but it's a Gravity Storm to answer. Dawning Shadow is shielding for days. The scouts go down first. RNG are actually turning this one. Xiaohu, we said he needed to carry, and carry he shall. The Spring Emperor himself, the Tiger, steps forward, and RNG look for more.
And honestly, RNG might be able to close out. JJ is doing his best to clear out this wave. He's actually succeeding, so RNG won't be able to have a wave to end out the game. They're gonna have to turn to Baron, but Munchables, what is going on?
I don't know. Wei and JJ chasing around blast cones again for the second game in a row. Baron will be taken here by RNG, though. This is a huge swing. They don't know. They lack critical information.
Munchables, I need to highlight how important it was that JJ killed that wave. Because honestly, RNG might have been able to end the game. It could have just been done. Now, EDG get another chance. Sure, RNG have Baron. RNG are now also on Solar, the big zoner for EDG at this point in time. They take him down, and we're still going. RNG are low.
Yeah, Shock Blast soaked by JJ. Keep your eyes on Xiaohu. He's the savior of RNG. He's the guy that's got to step up if they want to finish this one in style. Getting the Baron buys RNG time. It stops EDG from snowballing, but it's not something RNG can use proactively here. It's only a defensive measure for them right now. JJ to regroup with his team here. It's RNG clustering up. And they want long fights. They want to be able to just poke away with Xiaohu if they can.
And that's why Baron is so nice for them, right? Because they can use that wave as a buffer to keep EDG in front of them while they need to clear. Flandre completely flops the ultimate.
Yeah, there was an attempt. We give him a bronze star on that one. A for effort,
and look at the cooldown. Look at the cooldown, Munchables.
Hang on, Viper takes a shock blast to the side right there. RNG might find a fight. Dawning Shadow across the squad here, but actually the damage is there from EDG. They're fighting at a choke point again. Crying's on the backside, trying to answer. He's finishing off health bars. EDG alone. Gala's there as well. Wei on the scene, Crying, trying to finish the health bars off, but he's alone in the world. Doesn't have any cards. His deck has run dry, and EDG managed to find another fight.
And we have 40 to 50 second death timers, Munchables. I think this might be enough for EDG to end, but when will they learn, Munchables? The choke points! You don't go into the choke points!
Their actions have consequences. When will they learn? EDG finally get themselves on the scoreboard here. It was a slog of a game, but the scaling wins out. The team fighting from EDG wins out. They get onto the Nexus towers. Ming only just respawning, but he's not going to be able to protect this one by himself. The Gravity Storm is there to finish it off. And EDG take down the Nexus and keep their hopes alive in the series.
And that game was much closer than